Welcome back to Millennial Obsessions. It's been a minute since we last spoke, but today we're going to talk a little bit about how to always get hired for that ideal role every single time. To get on that topic, we're going to hit 3 different areas that we discussed to always nail the interview.
If that sounds interesting to you, let's hop into it.
All right. For the first one that we're going to talk about is being able to anticipate the questions they're going to ask you. Now, we always hear about people doing the STAR method and things like that, and that's great. Still follow that same logic. But in reality, a lot of people go in with the STAR method on like how to follow the questions they're asked.
But they don't have their own story.
They don't have their own story. They don't know what questions they're going to be asked. So think about this. Anticipate what questions the interviewer is going to ask you. And because if you look at the interviews and you see the pattern of change, all interviews you've probably been in have the same questions, but they're tailored specifically to your skill set or area of expertise. Like how do you deal with people? How do you handle challenges? But tailored to that specific discipline. So anticipate those questions and come up with 3 different stories that will apply to each one of those questions that you anticipate. That way you always seem like you're ready.
But you gotta remember, you have to be the star of the story. Yeah. You can't be a support. You have to be the star.
All about prep time. We stay ready, so we don't have to get ready.
Yep. So pro tip number 2 is building a relationship with your interviewer. Now this one is really kind of on the fly. So it does take practice and it takes research. So of course, like when you have that phone interview, search LinkedIn, search Facebook, search whoever's calling you and try to learn something about them, whether it's where they went to college, something interesting about them, something so that either beginning of the call, middle of the call, end of the call, sometime during the call, sometime during the interview, you can point something out that's going to let them remember you. Even if it's like, oh yeah, he's a froyo guy. It doesn't matter if you had a trash interview. If they remember that, that could put you ahead of somebody else.
That's facts. So at the end of the day, try and be memorable. Try to connect on one area that you know that the interviewee has an interest on, and that'll take you probably very far. All right, going on to our last and final tip here. It is definitely making sure that before you go into the interview and things like that, that you know who is either going to interview you, 1, 2, what the company provides and what they do, 3, and ensuring how you can make a difference in that particular discipline or area maybe that the company is having an issue with.
So in short, you do your research. Don't come unprepared. But if you do, lie.
Lie 100%. When all else fails,
Lie.
tell me you're the CEO. You know the CEO.
No, you can't. It can't be like that. But there was one lie I had for one job. And I lied and said I knew somebody in the company. Now, when you do lie, you have to lie where you can't get caught. Or you have to lie where it's so believable, even the person that's included in the lies will believe the lie.
Moral of the story, always lie. Actually, don't always lie. That may not work. Because then you might get caught, then you get fired. But then you have to start watching this video all over for us again. So you know what?
But do your research. Do your research.
Lie. And come back and give us another view rating.
But if you like videos like this, be sure to like, subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.
That's why you pray. You see that? This is an interview John would have got fired.